Yes, sir.
From now on, call me Tina.
What's up, Connecticut?
And on the trigger if a boy try this way. Squeeze it back and keep on 50.
Hold up, man. Hold up.
Yeah, yeah.
We gonna party on a Friday, man. We here.
From now on, call me Tina.
Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. And on the trigger if a boy try this way. Squeeze it back and keep on 50.
Heavy
When you see me know my fans, they miss me. From New York, and me, I make this.
Hold up, man. We got, you know what I'm saying? We got the sound effects today. What you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? We here.
Y'all can't see me, I'm violent. If more sick, that blood clot real straight. Me, I'm a
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? What's up? It's your man DJ Meechie, the Black Kennedy, the world famous heavy hitter. I'm in the building. You know what it is, man. It's that DJ Meechie Podcast, okay?
DJ Meechie.
Like I said, I got the sound effects today. You know what I'm saying? We rocking, we rolling, we here. Listen, it is episode number 5. Episode numero 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 on it today, okay? Number 5, we back in the building. It's just me today, man. I ain't got no guests or nothing like that. I think I spoiled y'all for like the last, you know what I'm saying, four podcast episodes. I gave y'all guests and all that. Today, it's just gonna be all me. All Meech, okay? You know what I'm saying? But we got a lot to talk about today, a lot on the docket today. It is Friday, so I'm getting ready for the weekend. I cannot wait, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some fun this weekend. I ain't got no clubs or nothing like that, so I'm chilling, man. I'm relaxing, you know what I'm saying? I do got UConn games, so shouts to UConn. I got the, you know what I'm saying, the men's, the women's playing this weekend and all that. So we're going to get out there, get focused, you know what I'm saying, win them games and do what we do, because that's what we do. We win out here, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to UConn one time. Other than that, I also got also taking some time off of work. You know what I'm saying? Taking like 2 weeks off. So looking forward to a little break and, you know what I'm saying, to get my mind right, get focused and all that. Sometimes we need to, you know what I mean, step back and just, you know, recalibrate and, you know what I mean, especially when you on that right, you know what I'm saying, vibration, that right frequency, you know what I'm saying, that right alignment. You got to just kind of stay there. So along with my break, I'm also taking a little break from social media too. I'm taking like a 2-week social media detox where I'm probably gonna delete the apps off my phone so I don't even slip up. But I'm gonna stay off Twitter, I'm gonna stay off Instagram, TikTok, you know, all the stuff, Facebook, everything. I'm staying away from it for like 2 weeks, man. I gotta get away from it. I will be banging out these episodes though. You will get some content still. So please make sure that you subscribe to you know, everything. Subscribe to my Apple Mute, you know, my podcast on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you subscribe to the Spotify page. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page. Everything's DJ Meechie. You know, the SoundCloud page. Everything that you know what I'm saying, wherever you go to hear this podcast, make sure you subscribe so you can get the notification when I do drop the content, do drop the episodes. Because outside of posting it on social media, that ain't gonna happen for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm stepping away from it. You know what I mean? I'm in a good place right now, and I just want to stay in this good place. So I just need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to go within. I need to go within. You know what I'm saying? Where the energy is at, and you know, stay away from all the fuckery. All right. So we here today. You know what I'm saying? Connecticut, tri-state, New York, the world, wherever you listening from. Shouts to you. I'm getting a lot of DMs from a lot of people from other cities and stuff tapping in and all that. So I'm going to definitely make sure I shout y'all out, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, this ain't just a, you know, tri-state, East Coast podcast. This is everywhere. This is for everybody. This is for the world. You know what I'm saying? Shout my peoples in Africa. Shout my peoples in LA. Shout my peoples in Miami. Shout my peoples all over the globe. You know what I'm saying? That tune in and check in and DM me topics and stuff like that. So I really appreciate y'all because I feel like y'all part of this, man. This is one ting on ting, you know what I'm saying, over here. So we just gonna have some fun today. Today is also National DJ Day, I believe. January 20th is usually National DJ Day, I believe. So today is National DJ Day. So I want to give a big up. You know what I'm saying? To all my DJs out there. You know what I'm saying? We run the world. You know what I'm saying? We are the culture. You know what I'm saying? We push the culture. You know what I'm saying? We out here. You know, I'm going to fight for all my DJs. I'm going to fight for our rights. I'm going to fight for our energy, our wave, you know, what we do, our contribution to the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to always fight for the DJs. So big up all the DJs one time. You know what I'm saying? From all across the world. Shout my heavy hitter DJs, my heavy hitter brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Shout my Hot 937. You know what I'm saying? Family of DJs and all that. Shout my DJs from around the town as well. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? We out here just, you know, doing what we supposed to do. So shouts to all the DJs one time for National DJ Day. And you know, I love National DJ Day because I feel like, you know, we get a day to get, you know, recognized and all that. And you know, I just want to start by saying, you know, I love DJs. I love DJing. And you know, the other day I had like a little tour. There was a tour of kids that came by the station, and they was asking us questions and stuff like that, how we got into the business and all that. And it was dope. It was dope to be able to, you know, tell your story and tell your truths and all that. And you know, it made me realize that a lot of people don't know, you know, how I got into DJing and stuff like that. So we're gonna have a little story time real quick with it, all right? So if you wanted to know, I'm gonna make this thing a quick thing because, you know, we ain't gonna be here all day. But as far as becoming a DJ, man, I think that I always wanted to be a DJ at some capacity, right? I think that, and one thing that I told these kids is because the kids was asking, like, you know, what's some advice? And I told them, like, start now. Whatever y'all want to do, start now. I think they was about like 17, 18. I was like, don't feel the pressure of like you too young, you can't do anything. You got to wait till you older, because I think that was one of the things that pigeonholed me when I was a kid, because I always felt like when I looked at DJs or I looked at other people, like they was like older. They was always older. So I always felt like, well, until I get older, until I get, you know, at a certain age, then, you know, then I could become a DJ, then I could do that. So I just wish that I didn't have that mentality back then, and maybe I would have started DJing a lot earlier, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I was always doing music. I was always playing instruments and dancing and making music and all that type of stuff, and DJing would have just been another instrument at the end of the day. So I wish I would have started it a lot earlier. But at the end of the day, I started, you know, like late high school. We was already dancers and you know, throwing parties and stuff like that. So I was always around it. And then finally just got that, you know, because we was throwing parties. And then at the end of the day, you know, when you throw a party, you need a DJ. So kind of got that battery in my back of like, well, we throw these good parties and, you know what I'm saying, and all that. Like, might as well be the DJs, you know what I'm saying? And cut costs at the end of the day. You don't got to pay a DJ because we the DJs. So that's kind of like my first entryway into DJing. And, you know, obviously when you start off as a DJ, you got to get equipment. So I just remember like going to the pawn shop and pawning everything. Like I pawned everything. I'm talking about video game systems. I'm talking about instruments. I'm talking about all types of stuff. Like I'm talking about, like, I even regret it today. Like I pawned like my clarinet and drums and all types of stuff that I wish I still had today. You know what I'm saying? I pawned it just for some damn turntables and speakers, and they was probably the bottom of the barrel, you know what I'm saying, super beginner, you know what I mean? I'm just grabbing anything just to make it happen. So we grabbed some stuff up, and you know what I'm saying, and that was kind of the start of the journey. And you know, obviously over the years it progressed as far as, you know, being able to make money, and now you go and you buy the better equipment and stuff like that. And I started off on CDs. I didn't start on vinyl, you know what I'm saying? I had, you know, vinyl was always around, you know, with the older people in my family and stuff like that, and I understood it, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie to you, I started with CDs, you know what I'm saying? I started in that wave with the CDs, CDJs, like all that type of stuff. And then from there, then once Serato came out and everybody was converting to the laptops, and then Serato had the Serato vinyls and all that for the, you know, for the turntable DJs, I was like, oh, now I want to go back to turntables if I can use Serato. So that's kind of where I went back into using turntables from the Serato vibes. And then I just kind of stuck with it. I hated CDJs once I got to that level of just wanting to do the vinyl stuff with Serato. I hated all of that stuff. I just jumped on the controller wave. I tried my hardest to not rock with controllers. I was like, nope. I got taught on turntables. I'm staying with turntables. I don't care. But if you know turntables, you know how heavy turntables is. I was just tired of walking around, walking across the field, walking across this, walking across that with these heavy-ass turntables. So it just got to a point where I said, you know what, man, I just got to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because my first time actually, like, really converting and buying a controller was literally because of, shout to Dusty Stay True, but I went on a tour with Dusty Stay True and a Tusi tour, and I was just thinking about all my past experiences of carrying around them heavy-ass turntables on tour and stuff like that, and I said, you know what? I got to simplify this situation, so I'm going to jump out the window and get a controller, and now I got the controller, and I ain't going to lie to you, I bring that controller out every gig now because it's just so light, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I still get the controller. I mean, I still get the turntable feel when I'm on the radio every day and stuff like that. So at least I can still get best of both worlds and not, you know, mess my back up and all that. So, but as far as DJing, I just remember being a kid. I remember the day, literally, and this is why I want to tell this story because it's such a full circle story, right? With me being a heavy hitter, right? World famous heavy hitter, DJs. Shout to Enough, shout to Camilo, shout to Craig G, shouts to all my heavy hitters. The crazy thing about becoming a heavy hitter is a full circle moment, right? Because when I became a DJ, like I said, it was just like a switch, right? One day, shout to my boy Goof, who was on the last episode of the podcast. His dad, I believe, was like a limo driver or something like that for a label called Fat Beats or something like that, right? So we went to New York City one day. We was dumb young. We was probably, I don't even know if we was old enough to even get in the club, but we got into this club with him, and I remember being in there, and everybody, it was like a networking party. Everybody was drinking, chilling, you know, doing all that. And then there was DJs on the stage DJing. And I remember, obviously, I'm a kid. I ain't drinking or nothing like that. So I just remember being in front of the stage, and I'm just watching these DJs, and it was the executioners, you know what I'm saying? They going crazy. They doing tricks. They wilding, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just amazed. And I'm looking around at everybody else like, yo, y'all don't see what I see right now? Like, y'all not looking at, like, what's going on? Like, what's wrong with y'all? And I was just so amazed. And I remember Rock Raider had me, I'm talking about jaw to the floor. Like, I just couldn't believe it. And I just remember looking at Rock Raider and being like, yo, I'm a DJ. Like, I'm going to be a DJ. Like, that's what I'm going to do. Like, I'm going to be on stage in front of people, rocking out, rocking the crowds, and all that. You know what I'm saying? He was on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Turntable is just phenomenal. Like, I don't even have any words for Rock Raider. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't necessarily get into the turntablism of turntables and nothing like that, tricks and all that, because I was more of like, I just love the club, I love party rock, and I love all of that. But he is dead ass the reason why I became, like, for real became a DJ, because I remember that was like a switch. And I remember leaving, going home, and being like, okay, I'm a DJ now. I got to figure out how to do this and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy because if you don't know who Rock Raider is, definitely look him up. R.I.P. Rock Raider. But he is a heavy hitter. And he was one of the, like, you know, early heavy hitters. And it's just crazy because obviously I got my opportunity to become a heavy hitter. And, you know, I didn't even really put two and two together or really see that full circle moment until our last heavy hitter retreat when we went to DR, and we had a big heavy hitter I and they had DJ Threat and Timbuktu and then Rock Raider. They had these big, like, you know, like, I don't know, they was like big, like, pictures of them, you know what I'm saying, like right outside of the dinner, super nice, just beautiful, you know what I'm saying, the way they had it lit up, and it just looked amazing. And I remember what you had to walk past it when you went to the dinner. And I remember walking past it, and I looked at Rock Raider, and I was just like, oh shit. Full circle. Like, yo, he's the reason why I'm even a DJ. And he was a heavy hitter. And I'm a heavy hitter. Like, that's kind of like strange and crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I just remember sitting there at the dinner like, wow, that's crazy that I just realized that now, like how full circle of a situation that is. So that's basically that full circle moment. And then, you know, obviously, like I said, you know, growing up just in the clubs, DJing and all that, I had to make a name for myself. I honestly started off in the reggae clubs because, you know, being young, you know what I'm saying, you got a lot of the older DJs, they wasn't really rocking with you and stuff like that on the hip-hop side, and nobody was really taking you under their wings and nothing like that, so I had to, like, get in where I fit in. I knew a lot of the reggae promoters because, you know, I was a dancer, too, so I was able to just get in there. I didn't even care if I was DJing for free. I just wanted to be on. I wanted to play some records. I wanted to get my name out there, and that's basically what I did for a very long time. I was just in the reggae clubs going crazy, and then finally getting my opportunity to go do the hip-hop clubs, whether I was opening up for people, whatever. Once again, not getting paid $20, getting paid $50, you know what I'm saying, while other people's getting paid $700 to thousands of dollars and stuff like that. But I didn't complain. I didn't care because I wanted to do it. I wanted to be a part of it. And, you know, finally getting into these big clubs, and, you know how Hartford was at one point. Hartford had the premier clubs, the premier spots. So, you know, getting into spots like Envy and the Palace and Pure and all these spots, you know what I'm saying, it was like a big deal to me. So once I got into those spots and I'm getting on those like actual, you know, legendary nights, Saturday nights at Envy was it, you know what I'm saying? So that to be on there with, you know, shouts to DJ KG, you know what I'm saying, he brought me on and got me in the door, you know what I'm saying, with Envy and in a lot of spots, you know what I'm saying. I was rocking with KG and opening up for him and stuff like that. So shouts to KG, and you know what I'm saying, just moving around and, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get out there, trying to get my name out there and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying, and then eventually, obviously, being in the streets DJing and stuff like that, of course, then it ended up turning into obviously wanting to get on radio, and that's a whole nother journey, whole nother podcast. We could talk about that. But just, you know, once I finally got, you know, started off as an intern in a radio station, worked my way up, I was still DJing in the streets and stuff like that, but I was an intern. And, you know, finally get my opportunity. You know, I was going on tour. I was doing all this stuff, boom, boom, boom. And then I remember Buck called me on my 25th birthday, asked me if I wanted to DJ. I had a party that night, and I lied to Buck and said, oh, no, I don't got nothing going on. And he was like, you want to come DJ? And I'm like, hell yeah. I skipped my party. I didn't even go to the party. Shouts to the promoters. I apologize to this day. The promoters that threw me that party because I didn't even show up. I was on some Kanye shit. I didn't even show up to my party. And because I wanted to be on the radio, and I DJ'd the first time on the radio. I think I just filled in for somebody, and then after that, I was like the fill-in DJ, filling in for people, and then from there, got my opportunity to get my own mix show. You know, we want you to DJ midnight to 2 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And I was on there with G Money, and was doing that for a couple years. Then I think it was like 12 to 3. Then it changed to 12 to 2. And then that's when the Up Next show started, and I had the Up Next show rocking, the whole mix show for an hour, playing local artists. So that was a vibe, and that we going on 6, 7, 8 years with the Up Next show. So it's been a vibe. So I've been on like mix show wise for damn near 8, 9 years now, which is crazy. And then now I got the mix show 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., 4 hours of music, Friday night vibes. Just good music, you know, new music, and you know, I love playing at night because, you know, I can play new music. I can, you know, you got that party. It's like you in the club, you know what I'm saying. You got it's the party vibes, you know what I'm saying, and rocking with everybody at night and people working third shift and stuff like that. So, and of course, we got the Up Next show that's still popping off too. The hot playlist at 3, you know what I'm saying, 3 o'clock, like half hour mix show of playing somebody's playlist. They send me their playlist, Spotify, Apple, or they just give me a list of songs that they want to hear, and I got to mix them up, you know what I'm saying? And people always send me very good playlists, you know what I'm saying, really good playlists. So I always appreciate that, and that's that, you know what I'm saying, with the radio vibes. And then in between all of that to now, you know, it's so much. It was touring, it was traveling, it was bookings out of state, it was You know, DJing at, you know, Foxwoods, which was a big deal for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like as a DJ, that's like one of those big spots that you yearn to get to, you know what I'm saying? So once I got my foot in the door at places like that, you know what I'm saying, it was a big deal, you know, DJing, you know, Kevin Hart birthday bash and, you know what I'm saying, big artists, you know, birthday bashes and artists, you know, shows and New York City All-Star weekends and all that type of stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, and just DJing South by Southwest, like everywhere, all across the country. It was a movie, you know what I'm saying, and it's amazing to say that DJing allowed me to go to every single state in the United States. DJing allowed me to also DJ in every major city in the United States, every state in the United States. And I'm talking about, I'm not even just talking about one time around, I'm talking about multiple times around. With touring and stuff like that. So DJing has saved my life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to, obviously, being able to go overseas. You know, that's still on my bucket list, to go overseas and do my thing and stuff like that. And that's definitely coming soon. And, you know, it's just been able to open up opportunities for me. I've been able to bring people under me and give people opportunities and stuff like that as well, because that's what I've always been about, being able to pay it forward, because I felt like when I was coming up, I didn't really have a lot of people that really, like, took me under their wings or anything like that, gave me opportunities I had to break through. So to be able to give people opportunities and platforms and stuff like that is super dope for me, giving people jobs. Like, I love all that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I look forward to being part of people's legacies and all that. Like, that's dope, you know what I'm saying? And even now, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a couple people that I rock with and DJs that I rock with that, you know, I remember, you know, them coming to me like, yo, I want to be a DJ, you know what I'm saying? And me, you know, give them a little game, little gems, and then now they out there doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to Select the AR, she out there doing her thing and all that. And I remember that conversation of her just coming to me and being like, yo, I want to be a DJ, you know what I'm saying? And her coming through and rocking a set, and, you know what I'm saying, I'm you know, helping her out, getting her right and stuff like that. So shouts to her doing her thing, and just I want to continue that, you know what I'm saying? I want to continue to put people on, put DJs on. DJs, we run the world, man, you know what I'm saying? And now world famous heavy hitter DJ, you know what I'm saying, official DJ to Yukon Huskies, you know what I'm saying, just out here just doing my thing, man. Radio is still amazing, and we got so much more to go, you know what I'm saying? I'm only in my early 30s, man, you know what I'm saying? I got another little 30 piece in me, you know what I'm saying? We gonna make this thing move and shake and happen, right? You know what I mean? So happy National DJ Day. And that was it, man. I try to make it as short as I can. You know, it could have been so much more that we could have went with that story, because there's so much more to that story, but we just gonna keep it right there. It's a lot to talk about today. I definitely want to get into this Young Thug, man. Young Thug, let's get into these topics, okay? We're gonna start with the Young Thug. Young Thug's alleged hand-to-hand courtroom drug deal gone wrong. It was caught on camera. This was some footage that surfaced yesterday of, man, Young Thug and one of his co-defendants in the YSL RICO case. They're being accused of delaying the jury selection by exchanging drugs while in court. Now, I saw the video. I had to watch it at least 3, 4, 5 times because I just had to see what was going on, because I just couldn't believe what I was watching with my eyes, okay? So the defendant, so it looks like the defendant's name is Khalif Adams. He allegedly handed Young Thug a single Percocet pill in the middle of the court proceedings. You can see it on the video. Like I said, Young Thug is sitting down. You see somebody get up and somebody walks towards Young Thug. They walk kind of like in front of him, where he kind of looks up at them and then kind of puts his hand out, or they put their hand out, you know, for him to grab whatever they had. And then he kind of like walks away, but he did it, and it was like so open to me, and I felt like it was just like everybody saw it, bro. Like, as soon as he got up, they was on him. You know what I'm saying? The guys, they was on him. So it's like, as soon, I just don't even understand why it happened, why he did it, why he thought he wasn't gonna get caught. It was the most bizarre thing when I was watching, like, because I just have so many like mixed emotions about it, because I'm watching it and I'm like, one, I'm like, you can't be that dumb. There's no way you thought you was gonna get away with that. Two, I'm like, damn, is he doing that to set him up, or like was he doing that to, like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm like, at this point, with Young Thug, like, listen, man. I don't know what's going on. We're not gonna know what's going on until the end, right? But from how it's looking perception wise, you're kind of in that place where, like, at this point, Young Thug, I feel like he should feel like, man, I don't know who to trust. I don't know what's going on. All of y'all ain't my peoples. Y'all ain't my dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because you just see everybody just copping pleas, plea deal here, doing this, doing that, da-da-da-da-da. Now, like I said if there was a way, somehow, some way, that they all got together and was able to talk, maybe through lawyers or whatever, and Thug just out of nowhere just said, look, y'all go do y'all thing. Y'all do what y'all got to do. I'ma just take this one and do what I need to do. If it was to that, then okay, I get it. But to how it's looking like it's a lot of flipping and flopping and a lot of, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on out there. So as I'm watching it in mad different ways. I'm like, okay, he can't be that dumb to think he was gonna get away with that. It was like, this is too open. Homie was in the back and walked to the front. And you know what I'm saying? Like, in certain courtrooms, you can't even get past that part. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he got past that part, walked up to Thug like that, I just thought that was bizarre. And to think that he was going to get away with that, passing something to him. On top of it, you know the courtroom got cameras. You know what I'm saying? On top of it, they was already on your ass when you jumped up out your seat. And then I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, and then mixed emotions. I'm like, was he setting Young Thug up? Like, maybe he was setting him up. Maybe he was trying to do something to start some type of something. You know what I'm saying? Because now, obviously, it's falling on Thug now. Like, that it was like a plan. Like, Thug, they did this to stop the, juror, da-da-da-da-da, like all that type of stuff. Because they said that the defendant, Khalif Adams, stood up from his chair inside the courtroom, walked unattended to Young Thug where he was seated in the counsel table. And they said that he approached Thug, extended a closed right hand towards Thug. They said that Thug extended his open right towards the defendant, and he closed his right hand and accepted the contraband to where the Percocet they found from inside of his hand. So you can go online, you can see the video, it's everywhere. I just thought it was crazy. Then they said that there was more Percocet pills and marijuana wrapped in food seasoning to hide the smell from the defendant. They said he was taken to the hospital because he attempted to ingest some of it. They said that this was all caught on video as well. They said that prosecutors are using this to blame Young Thug and Khalif for the delay of the jury selection. So that's why I'm like, okay, was this done intentionally? Like, maybe this was a plan where they thought that this is what they wanted to do, or was he setting them up? Like, I'm thinking three ways here. Like, you just got to be dumb to think you wasn't gonna get caught from that. Then I'm thinking maybe he's setting Thug up. Then I'm thinking maybe it is an elaborate, intentional plan because they did want to delay the jury selection for whatever reason. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but this whole situation is a movie, son. Movie, son. So immediately when he approached Young Thug, he asked him to open his hand to reveal that he had received something from Adams, who also goes by the name of Bobby Hunt. They said they recovered the pill from Thug. And then the defendant approached the co-defendant to search him. They said Khalif attempted to resist the search. However, the authorities were able to recover additional Percocet pills, marijuana, tobacco, and other contraband hidden on the person. They said the items had been wrapped in plastic and food seasoning to mask the cannabis smell. They said that Khalif, who had been seated in the gallery ahead of the exchange, was transported to Grady Memorial Hospital after ingesting some of the items. Like, this is just nuts, man. This is like a movie, son. This is like a for real action film. They said for the documents open. Yeah, so I don't know, man. He said the documents opened by reminding the court that Young Thug has filed multiple motions demanding a speedy trial, opposing a kind of alleging prosecutor misconduct for one reason or another. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think that that also makes me think, like, was this like an intentional way to set him up so they can delay the situation? Like, I don't know what's going on here, because they're saying that Young Thug is trying for a speedy trial. He wants to get this thing moving, but then obviously this made it delay. So it's just, this thing is just strange, son. It's very, very, very strange. So yeah, man, I don't know. This is just nuts. I think that right now, it's just so much, like, it's just crazy because it's just like, I feel like before, like, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like before, like when trials just happen, bro. Like they just happen and you figured it out. The jury, whatever, found whoever guilty, and it was just that, and that's it. The Megan Tory thing, it was so many holes and just craziness that happened. And this is like a whole handful of hiccups left and right. And it's just like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, I don't know. But I guess the jury selection process was halted. And I guess they're going to continue. And we'll keep you updated with this. And I guess we'll just see what's going on. But this is just, I don't know what's going on, man. I just don't even know what I believe anymore. And that's the sad part about it, because with these cases, like, so many crazy things are happening where you just don't know what to believe. But what I do believe is TJ Holmes, he got to get out of here, son. Like, TJ Holmes got to kick rocks. He got to go. He got to go. I got some sound effects for you, bro. You got to go. Because now TJ Holmes, he obviously, they're saying now that allegedly he had an affair with the 24-year-old ABC intern. And the intern is saying that he was a predator. So, this thing is just getting crazy. So, I'm going to just say this. Listen, bruh, if more people come out and we get more of this, I'm going to just let you know, TJ Holmes, you got to go. You got to go, brother, because it was just like when the thing came out the first time about the affair with his co-host, it was like, everybody was like, well, we can't judge them because, you know, he was separated from his wife, she's separated from her husband, and blah, 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 blah. They got whatever they got going on, it's none of our business, blah, 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 blah. But then when it came out, it got crazy. Then ABC said, y'all need to sit y'all asses down and get up out of here for a little bit because this thing is getting crazy. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he files for divorce. And then I'm like, but wait, y'all was trying to tell me that he did not or was not with his wife, or whatever the situation was. Y'all try to make me, you know, feel bad for him and feel like, you know, let me mind my business. But then he filed for divorce. So now you showing your hand because now you trying to file for divorce. You got a 9-year-old daughter. It's looking a little strange and crazy, okay? But now it's getting a little even more crazier because now people are saying that he had an affair that began in 2015 while he was married. Once again, the sources are saying that a 24-year-old named Jasmine Pettaway sought out TJ Holmes as a prospective mentor, but he decided to seduce her and had sex with her on his desk in his office, okay? Now, the sources are saying that, I'm sorry because I'm going to forget her name, Jasmine Pettaway. The sources are saying that Jasmine Pettaway said that Holmes was a predator who took full advantage of his position and he was reckless. They said that this was Jasmine's first real television job. So, you know, when you get your first job, you excited. You know what I'm saying? It's a big thing for you. They said that she was looking forward to getting a mentor and she reached out to several people. And TJ was someone who was responsive. And, you know, they said that he absolutely abused his position of trust. They said that I don't know how long they had been going on before it got sexual, but they said they do know the first time it was in his office, and he was about to go on air in a couple of hours. That is insanity, son. So you had your intern in the office going crazy, doing what you was doing, and then you was about to go up on air, son? That boy right there, that's that boy right there is something else. That's it's a little crazy right there. The sources, they also added that this was a young woman starting out in a difficult industry, looking for role models and mentors, and she got TJ. And that's just, it's a sad situation because at the end of the day, I think that, and I think this is a picture of him and her, which is a little crazy because it looks like it looks like he's like grabbing her neck and grabbing her face. Yeah, a little disgusting. So it's sad, man, because we do know how crazy this industry is, and we do hear these stories all the time about people abusing their power and all of this type of stuff. We see mentors preying on their mentees and all that type of stuff, which is disgusting. So if this is true, man, I prayers out to the victim. I think this is disgusting, and I think that they need to get TJ Holmes the hell up out of here because, you know, TJ Holmes, he previously had a 3-year affair with his Good Morning America producer, Natasha Singh. This happened back in 2016, and that's when he was married. Remember, he was still married, but then he finally, recently filed for divorce. And like I said, he has a 9-year-old daughter with his ex-wife. And he's still out here with Amy Robeck, I believe. His love. Oh, and that's where I got the stories mixed up. So not only that I meant to say, not only did he have the previous 3-year affair with Good Morning America producer Natasha Singh, he also, his current, love interest was his co-host Amy Robeck. And, they obviously took their workplace romance public in November. And then that's when they got all the backlash and all that stuff. So I forgot. It was like 3 different cases here. And then Jasmine's experience, I guess, is, coming to the forefront now. And I don't know. They're saying that they're trying to determine whether or not TJ Holmes took advantage of the young female employees. And they're trying to figure this out. So I guess they're saying it could possibly be more than just her. So that is disgusting. He got to go if this is true. And I'm just tired of seeing people abuse their power. And I think it's just disgusting. And they got to go. And speaking of something that's disgusting that I'm just going to bring up and I'm not going to talk about because it's not my business. And I'm going to leave it at that. But I saw Young Miami say that she enjoyed golden showers. And I think that is disgusting. But whatever floats your boat, whatever you're into, it's cool, but I'm just not into it. Okay? And we're just going to keep that thing moving. So Stephen A. Smith. He's just continuing to apologize for opening his mouth and saying what he said about Rihanna for the "she ain't Beyonce" remark. I think he learned his lesson because he's just continuing to come out, whether it's on a video, whether it's on Twitter, and he continues to come out to say that, he's apologizing, saying that he's sorry for saying what he said. He did, I guess, put a tweet out, or allegedly it was somebody on his management team that put a tweet out basically saying that, Rihanna's fans are worse than the Beehive and all of that. And he actually went up to apologize again and say that, the person that I guess tweeted that don't have a job no more. They must got rid of him. That's not going to happen again with my management team, blah, 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 blah. He did say that on the Sherry Shepherd show that when he was in reaction to Rihanna performing at the Super Bowl, he said simply, she ain't Beyonce. He said, I'm not going to say that, I ain't excited, but she not Beyonce. So he made the comment, and he said that Rihanna's music is fantastic. She's great. She's a sister. I love her dearly. I listen to her music. I'm going to support her till the cows come home. He said, I'm just telling you, for me, there's Beyonce and there's everybody else. There's Michael Jackson and there's everybody else. He said that he hasn't, he continued on to say that, he wasn't trying to, start anything. He was just trying to just have fun and blah, 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 blah. But I just feel like at the end of the day, it was very, rude, very distasteful. I feel like at the end of the day, I just feel like Stephen A. Smith just kind of continues to just say very controversial stuff. I don't know if it's just to get headlines or whatever the situation is, but I just think that this was just a little bit crazy, a little bit disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Rihanna, this is her comeback year. She's coming back. She just had a baby. You know what I'm saying? She's probably going through, postpartum and all that type of stuff. It's kind of one of those things where, dog, you didn't have to say that. You could have just said, man, I love Beyonce's performance. That was a performance that was so iconic to me. I just remember, and I just know that Rihanna's going to go out there and do her thing and do what she's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Because she's amazing and all that. You didn't have to say the whole, well, she ain't Beyonce. Because, dog, Beyonce ain't Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And that's nothing for me to say for the Navy and the Beehive to go crazy at me about. But it's just one of those things where, you know what I'm saying, we don't need to compare. I hate the comparison stuff, you know what I'm saying, and all that. And then, and then especially you being a black man, you know what I'm saying, and then putting together two, sisters and all that. I just feel like it's a little distasteful, you know what I'm saying? It's a little crazy. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do it. I think the media does it enough, and I think that we shouldn't contribute to that narrative. We should just let Rihanna have her time, have her moment, and let her do her thing, and that's all that needs to happen, okay? Stephen A. Smith, But he must have got a call or something because they've been on his heels, and he has just not apologizing since all this happened. And to go back to a previous episode, last episode, shout my guys. I had my guy Goof, UNITY, respect. I had him on M.Live. Shout my guys. It was the group chat, the infamous group chat. These are my brothers. These are my, my guys, my best friends in my group chat. I had them on last week, and we talked about a lot of things. And one of the things we talked about was AI, and I asked M. about how he felt about AI when it comes to businesses, because he has a business. He has, Unknown Clothing, which is on 18 Main Street, New Britain, Connecticut. Amazing clothing store, and they are the official sponsor for this week's podcast, Unknown Clothing. So make sure y'all go check them out, 18 Main Street, New Britain, Connecticut. But I asked him about how he felt about AI because, with I think with clothing and reselling and sneakers and all that type of stuff, the whole bot situation has been a crazy situation as of late. And we all know with people programming the bots to get, their sneakers and stuff like that, and how it's been with the resale game. And then now you got AI generated things that are just really coming to the forefront and really coming, straight at you a lot faster than what I thought. And I was just asking him about that. And now I just saw an article that was talking about the chat GBT, which I was talking about last week, and how teachers are worried about it now. And that's what I was saying last week, where I was saying that I think AI, because we're stepping into AI, the future, just continuing to grow and elevate as people. I think that AI could be an amazing thing, but then I also said that there is a line there too. You know what I'm saying? It could get a little crazy too. And I saw this article, and I was like, man, I want to talk about this because I think this is interesting. So chat GBT is something that I've been using lately as well, and I started to say some things about it, but I'm going to add to this story. So they're saying that students are using the AI-generated essays and passing it off as their work, forcing teachers and school administrators to try and weed out the chat GBT abusers. There are also fears it can also affect their lesson plans. So obviously, I think with any industry, we all have to understand that we have to adapt, right? We have to adapt, we have to grow, and I think that even in the school, teacher industry, I think that we just need to understand that we have to grow with the times, and we have to figure it out. And we just, at the end of the day, you just got to get ahead of it so you can figure out how to make, things easier, how to make it happen with what's going on, because with what's going on, we can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so technology is obviously getting crazy, and, artificial intelligence is now taking over the classroom. So there's this AI called chat GBT, and it's, like I said, it got all the teachers worried across the country. Now, if you don't know what ChatGPT is, it's an open AI developed chatbot that is fully capable of writing complete essays, plus can solve math problems, science problems, and create like a working computer code and all of that. So I know it sounds amazing because it sounds like something that could be of help in certain situations. But I guess the chatbot is already like causing like educators and teachers to panic. Because it just got released in November. So now, obviously cheating has always been a thing in school, from the beginning of time. But they think that, students will now probably get this chat GBT to use to cheat, in school, because obviously you can use this AI to generate essays, pass it off as your work. And I guess the school administrators are now trying to figure out how to weed out this chat GBT for the people that might abuse the situation. And they fear that it could possibly, affect their lesson plans and stuff like that. Educators are also thinking that, they might use it to evaluate. That obviously teachers could possibly use Chat GBT as well to evaluate their students' work. And so they feel like it could be a good thing for them too. But as far as on the student side, that obviously the students would possibly use it and stuff like that. So I think that it's beneficial on both ends. I think that they just got to get ahead of it as far as figuring out their lesson plans and stuff like that when it comes to it. But I think that it's just something that you're just never, ever going to be able to control. I mean, you could do anything that you want to do. You could try to block it from school computers, from the networks, from devices, all of that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, when it comes to these kids going home, when they go into their house, like, you can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to figure. These kids are smart. They're gonna figure out how to get around it. We figured it out. I mean, when we didn't have Chat GBT, but we had we had cheat sheets. You know what I'm saying? We knew how to cheat. We wrote down multiple choice, you know what I'm saying, stuff. We got old tests from years before from the same lesson plans and photocopied, and we figured it out, you know what I'm saying? And that was back then when we barely had the technology that they have now. So with technology now, these kids is gonna figure it out. So I think that it could be very problematic, but I think that they just got to get in front of it and just figure out how they can use it to their advantage. And because at the end of the day, I feel like the kids, they're going to use it, yo. You know what I'm saying? But I will say one thing about ChatGPT. As much as I can see, you know, the schools and the teachers and everybody getting scared about it, I do also feel like it should be something that you shouldn't get too scared about, because with me using it, I've only used it for like small posts and descriptions for things and stuff like that. And regardless of using it for that, I kind of feel like it doesn't necessarily, to me yet, because it's still early, but I just don't feel like it really embodies like a fully like I would say like a fully like feeling to it. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's still very like cookie cutter, like robotic. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to like somebody really like writing out an essay or something like that, they might not be able to get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can kind of read and kind of be like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? This kind of sounds like a computer wrote this. You know what I'm saying? It don't really sound like this came from a person, or like, you know, all of that type of stuff. So I think in that type of way, like if they just get ahead of it and just like really understand it and work with it, I think at least they'll know, like, okay, let me see if this kid like used this for this. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if they really came from this. Or it just might have to be a situation where they just have to get creative and like, I don't know. I just think with anything, like I said, like you just gotta like figure it out. I think that there's no way getting around it. I think that they might just have to just teach a different way. Maybe have them have kids present things a different way to figure it out. Like they just got to get more. They just have to get savvy with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like anything else, just like any other industry. But I just thought it was very interesting because last week we touched on it a little bit, and then I saw this article about it where teachers were very, very concerned about it. So I thought it was pretty crazy to hear that. But outside of the techie stuff, because you know, I know y'all probably be like, man, he's talking about all this techie stuff, but I mean, we in it. But outside of the techie stuff, I wanted to talk about some music. I wanted to end off the show talking about music. Lots of music dropped and stuff like that. So Drizzy Drake, outside of giving us a little quick flex and gem about private bathrooms, he just signed his first female artist. Now, this is not an ad. I'm not getting paid to promote this, but I thought this was very interesting. Why? Because I didn't realize until I saw this heading that Drake does not have a female artist on OVO Sound, which I thought that was interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because I just didn't even really think about it until now. But Drake introduced OVO Sound first female artist, and he said he's been waiting for this day for a very long time. So it's the Dutch Caribbean singer. Her name is Naomi Sharon. She released 2 new singles, Another Life and Celestial, today. So you can go out there, YouTube, Apple Music, Tidal, wherever you listen to music, and go check her out. Her name is Naomi Sharon. So following up, you know, his releases, I know Drake's about to go on tour soon and stuff like that. He also just announced, like I said, he's welcoming Sharon to his label and sharing the excitement. He said that I've been waiting for this day for too long. Now where the world finally gets to digest the insane amount of work you have put in since we met. He said, my dear friend just dropped her single, Another Life, on OVO Sound. You know, Sharon, she obviously went out Drake and thanked him and said, words can't express how happy I am. I can finally share this news with the world, and I cannot thank you enough for the insane opportunity. You know, so you can check it out. Drake has it on his page as well. and you could check out her stuff online. Now, the reason why I thought it was interesting is, like I said, I didn't even realize that this was like the first female artist, because I know Drake got OVO Sound, he got Party Next Door up there, he got Division, he got Popcorn, he got Majid Jordan, Roy Woods, Baka Not Nice, you know what I'm saying? So this it opened my eyes, because I was just like, oh, like I didn't even realize that. But I think that, you know, with having a first female artist on OVO Sound, knowing how Drake's pen is, I think 40 definitely produced both of the records that she just dropped. I think she's in a good place. I think that he's definitely going to, I know they're going to work together and they're going to have some fire. And I think that, I think she's going to be a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to some of her stuff earlier. She got, you know what I'm saying, some vibes right here, you know what I mean?
DJ Meechie.
Heavy hitter.
It's going to play a little bit.
Suckers.
It's going to play a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's a little vibe. Little vibe. Little vibe right here, you know what I mean? Come on, man, that's my vibe right there. That's my vibe right there, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go check her out. Naomi Sharon. Like I said, she dropped 2 joints called Another Life and Celestial. That's my vibe right there. You know, I love that R&B. You know, I love that, like, real, you know, futuristic, you know what I'm saying? The nice, you know, nice melodies, you know what I'm saying? I like that vibe right there. So definitely go check her out. Other music that dropped before we get up out of here, Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd dropped a brand new album today. It's called Mansion Music. I saw the track list, I believe, yesterday, the day before, and I was like, man, this track list is heavy. It's like a DJ Khaled album. He got Chief Keef up there. Future is up there. Future, Lil Baby, Juice WRLD, Lil Baby again. Who else he got? Travis Scott, Lil Durk, Nardo Wick, Kodak Black, Big 30. Who else he got up there? Rich the Kid. Man, he got so much more. A whole bunch of artists I'd never heard of. Rilo is up there as well. Ski Mask is up there. G Herbo, another Chief Keef. The Baby, Kodak Black. He got a couple joints with Kodak, couple joints with Chief Keef, couple joints with Lil Baby, and I heard that it's executive produced by Chief Keef as well, which I thought was super dope. So shouts to Trippie Redd, dropped that Ting on Ting. So definitely go check that out. Ice Spice dropped her debut EP. It's called Like. You know how she be like. You know what I'm saying? She shouts to Ice Spice. Big BX right there. Shouts to Riot. You know, they've been out there just putting out amazing music. So the EP, it's like 5 or 6 joints. You got Munch up there, Bikini Bottom, In Her Mood, which is going crazy right now. You know, these are joints that we obviously heard before. And then they got some new tracks up there. A joint called Acting a Smoochie, Princess Diana, and then this joint Gangsta Boo featuring another Bronx artist, Lil TJ. And that joint goes crazy. I think that's going to be the next joint that go crazy. I'm definitely playing that tonight on my show. Going crazy with that. So shouts to Ice Spice. She out there doing her thing, man, and putting on. And I love to see the females, man. I love to see the females out here putting out projects, putting out music, doing their thing, and everybody jacking them. And I love it. We in the club. We singing every record. The fellas is singing every bar. You know what I'm saying? I love to see it, man. So shouts to Ice Spice. Shouts to Riot once again. You know the vibes. So yeah, Trippie Redd, Ice Spice. Let me see who else dropped. A lot of music. You know, I love the Friday drops. So definitely get in tune. I know it's a Big Baby Gucci dropped Homesick. So if you're in tune with Big Baby Gucci, definitely go check that out. Let me see what else dropped. I know a lot of albums I'm anticipating. We're gonna talk about that before we get up out of here. Albums that I'm anticipating for 2023. I've heard a lot of stuff. I heard J. Cole is on the way. I'm looking forward to this J. Cole album. I also heard that it possibly might be the last J. Cole album we ever hear, ever. And that's what I'm not, like, feeling at all. But I'm hearing that this J. Cole project is amazing. I'm hearing it's on its way. So I'm looking forward to that. Pusha T got a Gangsta Grills with DJ Drama coming, and I cannot wait. That's probably going to be the most anticipated album that I cannot wait to hear this year, because I feel like Drama is on a run. I feel like even the Icewear Vezel album that he just put out, the Gangsta Grills with Icewear Vezel, amazing. Like, I feel like everything he's been touching Gangsta Grills wise the past couple months has been a movie, and I just feel like this Pusha T album is going to be crazy. So I cannot wait for this Pusha T Gangsta Grills. I know Party Playboy Carti got an album coming out soon, so definitely look out for that. Lil Uzi Vert, you know, he got the Just Wanna Rock going crazy, so I heard the album is coming out soon. Definitely look out for that. I know Metro Boomin just announced that he got a joint album with Future coming out, so I know that's gonna be fire. I know Future, I think, got just an album coming out for himself too, outside of the Metro joint, I believe. So looking forward to that. Nicki Minaj, heard Nicki Minaj is dropping. Heard she dropping 2023. Cannot wait for the album. I know Drake is allegedly about to, announce this tour soon. You know what I'm saying? And if he announces this tour soon, if he brings Nicki Minaj on this tour, that tour is going to sell out. It's going to be crazy. I cannot wait. You know what I'm saying? I hope this is the tour, because I was just looking at a flyer the other day, and because I was thinking about like some of my favorite tours of all time that I've been to, and I saw a flyer the other day that popped up. It was like in my little, like the little memories and stuff pops up, and it was the Drake and Lil Wayne, the Versus tour that they went on. That was one of my favorite shows, yo. And I've seen Drake like a million times. I've probably been to every Drake tour. But that was probably my favorite Drake tour. The Drake and Lil Wayne versus the Street Fighter theme. That was fire, son. That was like one of the most fire shows I've been to. I loved how they bounced off each other and went back and forth. And it was so funny now because I feel like a lot of artists now do that back and forth thing with their shows and tours. And I feel like it all started with the Drake and Lil Wayne, because I feel like nobody was doing that before that. But that was such a fire way that they did that tour. And I just remember that was just one of the best shows I've been to. So I'm just letting you know, if Drake brings Nicki Minaj on this tour with him, I'm going. I'm in there, and I can't wait. I'm excited. I know A$AP Rocky got an album coming out soon. I'm super excited about that, of course. My man Danny Brown dropping soon. Schoolboy Q dropping soon. I heard Cardi B might be coming soon. I heard it. I'm hearing it. So we'll see what happens with Cardi B. And I think this would be like technically her sophomore album, which is crazy because it like starts to feel like she's been out forever and ever and ever, but she's just been attacking all these features and singles and all that. So shouts to Cardi B. Travis Scott, we've been waiting for this Utopia, man. We've been waiting. So I know it's on the way. Looking forward to the Travis Scott. I know Sway Lee. I heard Ray Shrummer, I believe, is coming out with an album, and then I heard Sway Lee's coming out with a solo album, and I know he's been teasing singles and music for a very long time, so definitely looking forward to that. Chance the Rapper, I'm hearing, might be dropping, which is crazy. Like, I'm seeing all the big, you know what I'm saying, all the big artists that I feel like we've been waiting for ever. They definitely coming and dropping. Don Toliver, I heard, is on the way. Ty Dolla $ign Mustard joint album on the way. I cannot wait for that. You know how I am about Ty Dolla $ign. That's my guy. So definitely looking forward to that. And so much more, man. So, and of course, Beyonce. You know, Beyonce, I think she's dropping another album too. Because she got the series. It's like a whole series. You know what I'm saying? And allegedly, I'm hearing that this first series was like, so the first joint that she just dropped, the Renaissance joint, I believe that was all the dance music. Then I think the Act 2 is allegedly supposed to be more like singing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of the dancey stuff, like more singing, ballads and stuff like that. And then allegedly I heard the third one is gonna be another joint album with Jay-Z. Which, listen, man, lay it on me, son. I'm waiting. I can't wait. I think 2023 is gonna be an amazing year for music, and I cannot wait for all this fire music to drop. Outside of that, man, local level, shout my guy Sean Kennedy. He got a project dropping. I believe if it's not out right now, it's dropping like in a couple days. So definitely look out for him, Sean Kennedy. That's Hartford right there. That's Hartford, Connecticut right there. You know what I'm saying? So definitely look out for him. He got a fire project dropping, new music dropping. So definitely tap in with him. Who else? Shout my guy Dusty Stay True, of course. That's the home team right there. He got new music. He got new vibes dropping soon. I think that's it, man. That's it. So shouts to everybody on the check-in. Appreciate all the love. You know what I'm saying? It's the DJ Meechie Podcast, episode 5 once again.
DJ Meechie.
We got the sound effects here.
Hitter. Suckers.
So we gonna have some fun now, you know what I'm saying, and do what we do. And please, if you're just tuning in now, please make sure you go subscribe to all my pages, man. Follow me at DJ Meechie. Follow me on Facebook, DJ Meechie, Twitter at free DJ Meechie, because Twitter will not give me back my main page. They done suspended it. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I said, but I had to make a whole nother page at free DJ Meechie. So make sure y'all go follow me. And of course, TikTok, Snapchat, DJ Meechie, everything DJ Meechie. Make sure y'all subscribe to my SoundCloud, DJ Meechie, my YouTube page, DJ Meechie, wherever you listen to podcasts, whether it's Apple Music, Spotify, all of that, everything is DJ Meechie. So make sure y'all go tap in, you know what I'm saying, to get these podcast episodes, because like I said, I'm going dark, man. I'm going dark. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking a social media detox starting on, I believe, this Monday. So you will not see me on social media for about 2 weeks. So you will see that I will be uploading some content and uploading these podcasts. So you just going to have to subscribe to one of my pages so you can get the notification when you see the podcast uploaded and all that. But just keep it locked. Please go back and, listen to some of the other joints. Comment, like, share. Great topics, not just a lot of this newsy entertainment stuff. I know this one, I wanted to talk about some things, but last couple podcasts have been really good. Really talked about, from a perspective of a group of men, you know what I'm saying, and some fathers and all that. Was the last joint with the group, chat. Shout my guy Goof, UNITY, respect. Shout my guy M.Live once again. Man, the last episode we did was amazing, so definitely go check that out. Before that, of course, we had the episode with Sharon Leanne, my favorite soulpreneur, you know what I'm saying? We talked about, having a baby. We talked about having a baby together, just child care, childhood, child life, you know what I'm saying? Fatherhood, everything that's going on, you know what I'm saying, with our son Bliss and everything, and just our experience of, going through birth, you know what I'm saying, going through labor, going through all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying, and everything, and just, the perspective of the mom side, the dad side, and all that. And I just think that it's not enough conversation around that, you know what I'm saying? So we had a great podcast about that. And then before that, of course, I had on Victoria Monet, amazing singer-songwriter. I had a podcast with her, and she talked about motherhood as well, being a singer, and how they try to kind of count you out when you have kids and your career's over and all that. So she talked on the entrepreneur side of things, and how she break through the mold, and she's still out here doing her thing and penning these records, penning your favorite records, and putting out her music and all of that stuff. And she talked about that. And of course, I had Skilly Bang on the podcast. Shouts to Skilly Bang. And he talked about all the stuff he got going on. So got some amazing podcasts. This is just the beginning. This is only episode 5, but like I said, I'm staying consistent, and we're going to pump out this, this content every week and give you some good listens, okay? Good things to listen to and all that. So thank y'all for the support. Thank you for tuning in to that DJ Meechie Podcast. I appreciate y'all so much for the love. And y'all have a good weekend, all right? I'm going to holler at y'all next week, man. Know what it is.
Heavy hitter, suckers. DJ Meechie.